Good morning. We have been sharing our joys and concerns a little earlier at the beginning of our worship time, so I'd like to share those with you for Sunday, August 2nd. We are thinking about Sandy's husband, Rick, who is having several health challenges and possible upcoming surgery. We remember Pastor Dave's cousin, Mark, who has Parkinson's, and Mark's daughters, Caitlin and Riley, who've been exposed to COVID-19, and they're waiting test results. We also want to lift up Esther, whose brother, Joe, died. My friend Jim and his sister, Gussie, we want to keep in our prayers. Gwen and Bud's niece, Annie, is coming up on the time for surgery on her brain tumor, so we keep her in our prayers. Janice continues to pray for her cousin Bill, who's still in the hospital. Mary Beth shared some joys with us this week. Her husband Dave is doing really well after having some health challenges. And also a family member delivered a healthy baby after having some troubles with pregnancy at the beginning. And also, Mary Beth would like to share that her daughter is expecting and due in January. And her daughter is a pediatric cancer survivor and wasn't sure she could get pregnant. So there's a baby on the way, so we're excited about that. Elsie asked for continued prayers for her niece Vanessa, who has COVID, and her husband Jay, and their children, 4 and 10-year-old children, who have possibly been exposed as well. We lift up Walt in our prayers, who had a very difficult week after having surgery last week regarding bladder cancer. He's home resting, and we await the results that he'll receive next week. We also want to keep in mind, and we know and recognize that members all across our denomination, and especially members here at Woodridge, and sometimes our pastors, are experiencing screen fatigue. All of these screens, all of these Zooms, but that's our way of keeping in touch. So we want to be prayerful about that as we share in the joys of being able to connect electronically. The young people of our church, we always keep in our hearts and prayers, our youth as well as our children, as they wonder and expect and look forward to how school will begin for them in the coming weeks. We continue to remember Alice in our prayers. She's recovering from eye surgery. Faye is praying that the new meds that she's received will work and not have an adverse effect on her as the previous ones did. We remember Janet's brother Clifford, who's scheduled for shoulder surgery this week. And of course and always, we lift up the family of John Lewis and all of us who must carry on the legacy of justice in this world. We invite you and encourage you to be sure to lift these prayers this week, these persons in your prayers this week. If you're able to make a call or send a card, please feel free to do so. Thank you, thank you, thank you.